up is Jonay Risco versus Ristie, and that's going to be 70 kilos and two very, very sharp operators in tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here and it's showtime, edition number 53 from Tenerife, Spain. And please check out the beautiful dresses of our models, because they are made by Marcos and Maria, fashion designers of Tenerife Moda. And now we are entering the next fight. And the first fighter, making his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Spain. Please welcome Jonay Risco.
Well, making his way to the ring is the local boy, Jonay Risco. I've never seen him before, but he's beaten some big names. He's beaten Superman, Rashid Balani, Felix Cortez and Julio Sanchez. I have never seen him, but he's got a very good record indeed. 40 wins. Only 3 KOs, he's not the biggest banger, and he's fighting Ristie. Ristie, a very good fighter. Just defeated William Dinder on the Fast and Furious, so no slouch at all.
Got to be a quality opponent to get in here, though, haven't you, Vin? You don't get any slouches on these cards.
Certainly is. But I tell you something, he's full of bounce, isn't he, bouncing in?
I was just going to say, he looks full of confidence, full of beans.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing the Republic of Suriname, please welcome Ristie.
That's possibly one of the worst things I've ever said on It's Showtime. But if you're watching Kieran Kettle, who's been very, very poorly recently, not dangerously so, but he has been ill, so we are missing you here on It's Showtime, but we've got a substitute. I said substitute.
Substitute, bit of a...
yeah, Mr. Stephen Moore.
Bit of a poor substitute, I would... I don't measure up to Kieran's standard, I don't think.
Not at all, not at all. You do a very, very good job indeed. Obviously not in my league, but you know.
Who is, Vin? Who is?
Who is? Thanks very much. But making his way to the ring, Ristie. Very, very dangerous indeed. Seen him have a great fight with William Dinder. Also seen him fight, and I forgot his opponent with a horrible knee right from the middle. And it looked like he'd been shot, the guy, it really was. But he's intense, and he really means business, but he's such a nice guy, Andy.
And with his knockout record, it's a flip of the coin whether he's going to put him away or not.
That's true. From the Coliseum gym, also trained with Tyrone Spong.
Well, when you make rubbing shoulders with Tyrone, then you've got to be.
That's true. So, well, there you go then. So, yeah, Ristie makes his way to the ring, in the ring, I should say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will be 3 rounds of 3 minutes according to Showtime rules. And the referee of this match will be Mr. Jonay Risco, and this fight is sponsored by Super Pro Subway Resort.
Super Pro Samui, if you're watching, everyone, Robbie Timmers and all the gang at Super Pro Samui and Koh Samui. A beautiful result, absolutely beautiful. I'll be going there next year for intense training. Anyway, moving swiftly on. In the black shorts with the blue gloves, the young man Jonay Risco. And in the black shorts with the red gloves, Ristie. 3 3-minute rounds. It's Showtime rules. Tenerife, ladies and gentlemen, Tenerife, the beautiful island of Tenerife, takes on Showtime. Our referee is the very famous, the infamous Mr. Jonay Risco. And I tell you something, Steve, there's some great fights coming up, isn't there?
I think there is. And our referee in there, he doesn't take any messing about. He'll be in total control of this bout.
Not at all. He really does mean business.
And he's a man I wouldn't mess with.
He certainly is. But Ristie looks real focused again. And it's Suriname versus Spain.
He looks like he wants a quick start here. And a quick knockout.
Good knee at the middle there from Ristie already.
Very focused.
Ristie very sharp, very good with the left knee up the middle.
Yes, we've seen him stop a few with that.
Yeah, we have.
And as you say, he looked like he'd been shot.
There's the left knee. Yep, there's the left knee I did talk about. Good shot to the body there from Jonay. Very sharp. And you've just joined us here on Showtime. I'm Vinny Showtime Showman. With me is Mr. Stephen Muggy Moores. And I tell you something, Steve, action-packed show we've got tonight.
As expected with all of Showtime's nice right kick to the head.
Sorry, underneath as well. A high kick there, and Ristie goes underneath.
Looking for the liver there with the body shot.
Yeah, he looks sharp, doesn't he, Jonay Risco, as well. Matchmaking superb. A left up just misses.
And everything's very controlled as well. It's not scrappy at all.
Not at all. Well, they're A-class, aren't they? So they're going to be.
Yeah, they know this game.
Ristie switching southpaw and orthodox, confusing Jonay. Nice kick to the body as well. Looks sharp, doesn't he?
Nice use of the left leg there, to the leg and then the body. Comes the right hand.
He's got unusual style, Andy Ristie, as well. Tends to just keep his hands a little low for me, but it's worked for him so far.
Yeah, he's a young man, fights on his reactions. Oh, takes one to the head.
See, that's where he's got to keep the hands up. That Risco's going to attack the legs and body and then go up to the head. Try and bring the hands down of Andy Ristie.
Nice combination.
Yeah, he's really ploughing forward, doesn't he?
Nice kick to the leg.
Very even, isn't it, this one?
Very much so, yeah. It's a bit of a chess match.
Obviously, the crowd's going to be behind Jonay Risco from Spain.
Being the local boy,
yeah. Of course, here in Tenerife. There's them knees again from Ristie. Looks dangerous. Looks as if he's lost some steps, Steve. Very hot in here, though, isn't it?
God, it is, yeah. Do you get the feeling that if Andy Ristie put the pressure on, he would start to gain some more success?
Yeah. To be honest, he didn't seem as sharp later on in the round as he did at the beginning of the round. Maybe that's just part and parcel of how it goes for him. And there's something I'd like to have a couple of parcels of. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very, very difficult job.
Well, I can't say anything then, because I've got more children than the girls on that stage.
Yeah, and they're probably younger as well. The combination's going in from Ristie here.
Beautiful low kick, beautiful low kick. Risco stepping back out of it, just...
You see there, though, he does seem a bit open, doesn't he, Andy Ristie, at times, with his combinations.
Yeah, you're correct about his hands being low. But he has good reactions.
Certainly does.
Has taken one or two to the head, though.
Let's take one of them two to the head. Anyway, sorry.
If only I was 10 years older.
Yeah. You could get a free bus pass. But here we go, round two of this three-minute round. It's Showtime rules action.
Round two.
Very even first round, difficult to score. But Ristie's going to really pile in with them knees, I think. Good shots going in. War now over, just above us.
I think his corner have said, right, come on, let's not mess about anymore.
He's catching Jonay Risco with some good shots. He needs to keep his head up because Andy will throw a knee up the middle.
Yeah, he's very dangerous. You know, not only just for the competition, but generally for his health. Because he does have a fantastic left knee up the middle.
He's showing a lot of stuff in the Andy here, really. A bit wild.
Yes, he's really looking for the power. And he's, you know, he's telegraphing it just that touch.
If it works for him, it works for him. A good shot down the middle.
Yeah, Risco bleeding from the nose a little.
Big shot again from Andy Ristie. There's that knee. He needs to keep the head up.
Yeah, I don't see this going much longer.
No, neither do I.
Well, I have been wrong once before. They certainly are looking for the power shots
Really
now.
means
There's no,
business, though, doesn't he, Ristie?
they don't have the tickling sticks out.
Not at all. Big shot going into the side of the head of Jonay Risco. Seemed to be a bit bewildered by the shots of Andy Ristie.
He has
But he's in the danger also, Steve, of burning himself out here.
Of course. And
To
when he throws his, you know, when you've got to expose yourself a little to have any success.
I've stopped exposing myself a long time ago. But his shot's going in, a nice slick from Ristie. Them knees are very dangerous. Slight bleeding of the nose of Risco. Comes back with a 1-2 left hook and a right kick to the leg.
Classic combination.
Certainly is. Big right hand down the middle, the knee up the middle from Ristie again.
The referee separates them again just as they go into a clinch.
Piling on the pressure now, Ristie, the man from Suriname. Sailing out the Coliseum gym in Holland.
Pushing his man back all the time now, isn't he? You know, he wants to connect with those big shots.
Certainly does.
But he seems to have more success with his right hand after, when he lines up with a few jabs.
It's the knee that you've got to watch out for. A slip there, very depth. Depth, I should say.
And if you're watching every now and again, he's changing guard.
Very nice combination. Back comes Jonay Risco. Nice knee there from Ristie. Another knee up the middle.
Does Ristie look as if he's tiring a touch? Oh, beautiful left hook.
Good shot there. Bounces off the chin, showing good strength there.
Yeah, resilience from Risco. Oh, just on the bell.
Well, I'm sure that all the fans around the world are watching here on Showtime. Some of our good friends always supporting our show, Mr. Bloodstained Lane in New York. If you're watching, hope you're enjoying it as ever, really promoting our shows. And don't forget, we've got some great fights coming up.
A quick hello to all those good friends at home who are tuning in. As we know, this fight's going, and they'll be on the edge of the seat watching these two warriors banging each other as hard as they can, so to say. Showing you the slow motion of the action there.
Good knee up the middle there. Ristie really putting on the pressure against Jonay Risco. Hello. Sorry. I always, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I always think they're smiling at me. I forget that there's thousands, actually millions of people are watching around the world.
And they're just enjoying themselves as well.
Certainly are. They're coming up. It's Reverend Grunhard and Daryl. 6 men. Amir Zayada versus Moses Rubal and Giorgio the Dr. Petrosian. This is Evan Diaz and Lauren Zadie Jorge versus Daniel Elonga for the world title. This is round 3 of this blistering action here in Tenerife.
Boom, comes out with a big right hand, connected with a left hook.
Putting the pressure on. Ristie again.
Both guys know they've got it up their ante.
He could walk in and just start throwing his knees. Knees very, very dangerous, as I said before. He's looking for that, Steve.
He's looking for that left hand now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bit of a switch hitter.
Not cutting the ring off as well as he could. Kind of following around instead of cutting the ring off. He could do that a lot better. Well, nice left knee up the middle again from Ristie.
Switched again, and now he's looking for the right hand. Just gets caught with a jab, sending his head back. Will he switch to the legs? He has done.
Yeah, he needs to walk him down and start throwing them knees in and put the pressure on. He could end this. But I tell you something, Carlos Rey's got a great chin, hasn't he?
Oh, he's a good fighter all around.
Certainly is. You know? Great matchmaking again here on It's Showtime.
But again,
moves away, very nice.
His head was just a bit low then, and like you say, it's very dangerous against a fighter of Ristie's caliber.
Yeah.
With the technique.
It's risky against Ristie.
Certainly is.
Great shot there by Carlos Reyes. Straight back comes Ristie, showing a good chin himself.
Just holding a touch. Are they tiring?
Yeah, of course, I think so.
Well, they've been throwing big shots, and he takes it out of you.
Especially Ristie has been pressing the action, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Back comes Mr. Risco.
Oh, nice combinations. The classic combinations going again.
The crowd getting behind him here in Tenerife.
And that should raise...
I always worry, though, when they keep the head down against someone like Ristie or Turjo Wheelsy, because they can whip that knee up the middle. And it's a concussive shot. When that lands, it's goodbye. There you go, a jumping knee.
Oh, it's good night, Vienna, isn't it, once when he connects with one of those.
The master of them is Chris Nagimbi. The current 70-kilo Showtime champion. He does know how to knee someone in the head from miles away, let me tell you.
We're into the last minute now, and I think, you know, I would like to call it.
Great
Oh,
shot
my
there!
Lord!
A great shot there by Ristie to the chin of Jonay Risco. Great shot indeed.
A beautiful left hook.
Absolutely out of nowhere. Watch the knee now. Watch Ristie come in with the knee.
Let's hope he can suck it up and put it together. Oh, he's gone.
He's been stopped by our referee, Mr. Yo Bubida.
I think rightly so as well, with a little stumble it had as he walked back to his corner.
Let me tell you something. Yo Bubida has been around the sport since the sport's been going, to be honest. And if he says it stops and he looks into a man's eyes and he's in trouble, then he's in trouble.
It's all about safety at the end of the day.
A great shot there by Andy Ristie. Bang, left up from nowhere, really did hurt him.
Certainly took the stars out of his eyes.
Certainly did, a great shot. Boom, there you go again.
That's going to be one of those clips that's shown time and time again.
Yeah, one of the best shots Ristie will ever throw. A great punch indeed, but I tell you something, congratulations to Jonay Risco, put in a great performance here for all his fans here in Tenerife.
You can't knock Jonay Risco's performance, can you? What a man, what a brave man, all heart.
Great fighter indeed. But congratulations to Andy Ristie and the Coliseum Gym in Holland. Commiserations to Jonay Risco.
And the winner by a technical knockout from the red corner.
Yeah, great performance there by Andy Ristie. Commiserations, as I said, to Jonay Risco. Great performance.
A fight I've enjoyed watching, Vin, and it's one I'll remember, certainly with that last shot.
Definitely, really big shot.
That's going to do the YouTube rounds for a long time. Lots of hits on that one.